it's Rachel. Welcome back to my channel, and if you're new here, welcome. Today I am starting a new series on my channel. This is a pretty popular series on a lot of beauty channels across YouTube. I am starting a monthly Shop My Stash everyday makeup drawer video series. I have been doing this on my own without filming it since the beginning of the year, but I thought, I really enjoy watching these type of videos, so I wanted to create some of my own. So we will start off the video with me going over the products that I still have in my everyday makeup drawers from April. I did film this on the last day of April. I'm just getting it up a little late, and at that time I had cleaned up my desk. It was a mess and put away a bunch of my Shop My Stash products, so I did not end the month with everything that I started with, and I ended the month with some extra lip products that I didn't start with. So that might happen again at the end of May. We will see, but again, I'm gonna start with what I shopped in April, what's left in the drawers, how I feel about them, what I'm keeping in, what I'm rotating out, and then I'll take you into my drawers behind me, my full makeup collection, to pick out all my products that I'm going to focus on for the month of May. So if that sounds interesting to you, let's get into it. So these are the drawers on my filming desk where I keep my everyday makeup. We'll start with this one, which is base products. So I have the Milani Conceal and Perfect Skin Tint Stick, and I'm still trying to get this one to really work. Sometimes it looks great, other times it looks really heavy and settles into my lines, and I'm ready to take a break from it. So that one's going back. The Laura Mercier foundation, this is the Real Focus. This is the Real Flawless Weightless Perfecting Foundation, and I love this one, but I just want to rotate it out. This is the Benefit Boing like color corrector in the shade Melon, and I did have more concealers in here, but in the process of like cleaning up my vanity area after doing looks, they got put away, so this is the only one that's managed to stay in here, and I'm gonna rotate it out for something else. This mini primer from Rare Beauty, I want to keep in, I want to finish it. There's not much left, so I just want to finish it up. This from Bare Minerals, it's the Primetime Hydrate and Glow Primer. I do want to rotate it out for something else. This next drawer I keep bronzers and powders in. So for bronzer, for cream and liquid, I was using the Laura Mercier Tinted Moisturizer Bronzer, and I really like this one, but again, I want to rotate it out for something else. For powder bronzer, I had the Kiko Birthday one, and it's a really pretty baked bronzer, but time to rotate it out. For powders, I have my favorite Chilling Wonder powder from Hard Candy. I feel like this one is getting pretty low, and I want to get use out of some of my other powders, so we're rotating it out. For pressed powder, I had the Essence 16 Hour Cover and Last. This is a really nice powder foundation, but I'm rotating it out. I am keeping in the Dior highlighter. This is in the shade Pink Glow. The packaging is broken, and this works really well as like a glowy finishing powder for me. So I just keep it in my everyday drawer at all times for when I want a glowy finishing powder, and I'm just gonna use it until it's basically unusable since the packaging is broken. This next drawer is blush and highlight. For liquid blush, I've been using the Cali Ray SoCal Super Bloom. As you can see, I've used quite a bit of it. This is in Dawn Patrol. It's such a pretty nude blush, but I want to rotate it out. I also had the NYX Minecraft blush and highlight that I had recently picked up in a sale. This is the B one, which is called Honeycomb Hottie, and it's really cute, but I don't like the pointedness of it because you have to be really careful when closing it not to like take a chunk out of it. And this one is called Diamond Drip. It's very pretty, but I'm rotating both of these out. For powder blush, I had the Fenty Tahiti Tease blush, which is really pretty, but I'm gonna pick something else. This one from MAC, the So Natural, I didn't use it, so I'm actually gonna keep it in so I can use it a little bit. The Singe Evocative Blush in Riveting Rhubarb is gonna go back in my drawer. For powder highlight, I had Ofra in Start Inspired, and that's gonna go back in my drawer. And I have the Natasha Denona Super Glow in Light, and that's gonna go back. My lip drawer got kind of chaotic because I was just shoving stuff in there after I used it, but there's definitely stuff I want to keep in here and stuff I want to put back. So I want to keep in this Maybelline liquid lipstick because I didn't get a chance to use it and I love it for the spring summertime. And there's a lip liner in here I picked out to go with it, so I'm going to keep both of those. And then these Ofra and Samantha March glosses I'm going to put away. This Almay lipstick that's a bit more like peachy than the Maybelline one, I'm going to keep this in because I didn't use this one either. This Clinique lip balm is the lip balm I'm keeping in rotation, so this one is going to stay. The lip stain liner, I've been enjoying this, but I've only used it like twice since I've had it in my drawer, so I want to keep this in. This YSL water lip stain I will put back. This Adept gloss I will put back. This lip oil stick from Almay in this nude shade I will put back. I have two ColourPop Luxe lipsticks that I will put back, and this NYX nude lip liner and this lip liner from Beauty For Real will get put back. So these back in here. This is the last drawer. This is like eye stuff. So all of these lashes I want to keep using. I have these Venice eyelashes. I have these House of Lashes Iconic lashes. These like half lashes from Amazon. My lash glue, heated lash curler, stay. My primer, so this is MAC Soft Ochre, and then I use this Bobbi Brown Vanilla Pencil as a primer, so all of those are staying. My NYX glitter glue is staying. I'll probably switch out my mascara, but keep this brow pen in here because I don't know if you can see the cracks in the lid, but the lid is cracked and broken, so I want to try and just finish it up. Plus it is several years old now, and somehow I still have a ton of product, so I want to keep this in here to remind myself to use it up. This is where I keep my palettes in rotation. The Natasha Denona Mini Glam I always want to keep up here just because it's one of those where it's broken and I want to use it until I can't because I love it, and it's definitely going to be unusable at some point. The mini retro I can put back. This is such a cute one. This is the face palette that I had chosen out for this past month. It is from Besame in collaboration with Sleeping Beauty. And I actually didn't use this at all, so I'm going to keep this up here and try and get some use out of it because I really did not at all. The Star Wars Child palette with ColourPop. I love this one for like everyday springy looks, but I'm gonna rotate it out. And I did have more palettes up here as well, but again, just like with the rest of the drawers, when I was cleaning up from doing my makeup, some things just got put away. So this is everything that managed to still stay up here by the end of the month. So I have the Adept Emo palette, which is beautiful, but I think I want to rotate something else in. I have the Natasha Denona Roxa, which again, rotating this one out. And I have the Hella palette from Odin's Eye and Angelica. And this one I haven't used since I put it up here, so I want to keep it out because it's such a good spring color story and I really am excited to use it. So I'm going to keep this one up here. Now we're going into my drawers to pick out new products for the month of May. And I'll start with primers. I think this is an awkward setup with the camera right there. Actually, no, I'll start with foundation. I really want to use this Skin Silk. I have it here instead of like laid out like this because it leaks. I laid it out and I learned that the packaging just leaks everywhere. So it has to stand upright. So even when I put it on my desk, it can't lay down in the drawer. But I've used this once since I got it and I keep forgetting about it because it sits right here. So I'm pulling this out and I think it's really beautiful, but I definitely want to use it, you know, more than the one time. And then this is also pretty new because as like my big last Ulta order for myself, NYX was having a major sale at Ulta, so I picked this up and I've used this one twice and I think also it's really beautiful and more of a sheer coverage than the Skin Silk, although I wouldn't say either of them are full coverage, but I think these are the two options that I want to have in for like a tint and a foundation this month. I want my freckles. This one doesn't have much left in it, so I'm just gonna try and use it as much as I can. And then I did pick up the Nabla freckles with my Ulta order, so those are going in there. For primer, let's see. I don't think I've used this one from Real Her yet. This is supposed to be like a soothing, moisturizing, brightening primer. So I want to try this one, but then I also want something that I know and love. So I'm gonna grab one of my MAC strobe creams. I think I'll grab Silverlight just because it's getting older and I want to use it up before it expires. And then for concealer, I think for a corrector thing, like just quick, easy, everyday makeup, I want to grab my Bobbi Brown corrector. I have Light Bisque. It's a really nice, quick and easy corrector. And then I think I mean, I don't have a ton of concealers, but I'll bring this one out just in case I need to spot conceal because this one's getting pretty old too, so I should use it more. And then let's bring out the Double Wear because again, I've only used this a couple of times. This is newer to me. I got this sent to me and I want to use it some more. This next drawer is setting sprays, powders, and bronzers. I've really been enjoying using this one to refresh myself in the heat because it's starting to get quite warm and I don't really have any fans or ventilation or air conditioning in my room in here. So I like this one for that and also for kind of melting things together. But I also want to grab the all-nighter for times that I want to really lock it in place and make it last. For face powder, I want to grab the Dior. This one's an oldie but a goodie. And for loose powder, I want to grab the Dominique because I don't remember how I feel about this one. So I want to test it out again and see if it is something that I really do enjoy. This is like my liquid and cream bronzer section right here. And it's been some time since I've used the LYS. So I want to pull this one out. And then just got this in the NYX sale. So I would like to try this as my powder bronzer. This next drawer is blushes and highlights. And for cream and liquid blush, I want to pull out my Rare Beauty ones. I have Joy in a mini and Happy in a full size. It's been a hot minute since I used these. And these are nice, bright spring summer colors. So that's going to be it from the cream and liquid section for me. For powder blush, I want to pull the Maybelline Fit Me. This is in the shade 15 and it's, let me open it up and show you. It's this very neutral, light, slightly sheeny blush and I think it'll be good to top over the Rare Beauty ones to kind of tone them down and neutralize them. And it's been quite a while since I've pulled this one as well. For highlighter, again, I recently picked up some from NYX, so I want to try these. But I also think this one, I also think this one in the shade Glaze It Butter is really similar in shade to this one from Dior. So I kind of want to test them out next to each other. So I'm pulling both of these for my powder highlights. And then in front of the powder highlights is my liquid and creams. And I want to pull these two because I love the Merit. This is like an all-time favorite for me. This is slightly newer and I just want to compare these against each other because this is the Le Glace, so it's kind of a similar concept to the Merit, and some people I feel like think it makes you look sweaty, but being a dry girl, I love that. Love this one, and this is fairly new. This next drawer is brows and lashes, and I already have a brow pencil pulled, but I did also just pick this one from NYX, so I want to pull this to try it. And since I'm trying a newer pencil, I want to pull an Old Faithful Classic Gel, so I'm pulling the Sephora collection. And then I only have 2 open mascaras right now. I just had in the Lancome, so I want to pull in this Panorama one from L'Oreal that I've been trying. I'm not sure if I love it yet, and I want to use it some more. And then because I'm keeping all of my lashes in there currently, I'm not grabbing any more lashes, but I do want to grab a couple of these like single shadows and glitters. So I really want to grab this one from Koki because I love a frosty white eye, and I just think it's such a beautiful look, and with, you know, frosty makeup coming back, I think this is a good one to pull. And then I really also want to pull this Melted Chrome from Essence. I love this one. I don't know if they make these anymore, but this is like a taupey shade and it's so beautiful. I'm skipping face palettes because I'm keeping last month's face palette up there, but I do want to pick a mini palette. And I was thinking either one of these or a Colored Rain. Let's look at these. So these are the Flower Nose Mermaid ones. I have the pink and green one and the purple one. And these are both very springy color stories to me, but I'm really feeling like this Queen Bee palette, even though it's kind of fall, it's also kind of like fiery and summer at the same time. So I think I'll pull this one because it's super pretty. I also want to pull my Rowan 1111. It's just got these creamy topper shadows that are great for one and done looks. So pulling that mini palette too. From my top shelf, I have my Glam Light section, my depth section, Odin's Eye, and Blend Bunny. I already have my Odin's Eye Hella up there. Excuse the beep of the dryer being done. I'm doing laundry. I think I want to pull the Sickly Sweet because I haven't played with this one a ton. I got it when it was on sale this year, and I really want to play with it some more and get a feel for how I feel about this palette. I don't think I want to pull any of these Glam Light palettes, but from Adept, I'm thinking either the Seahorse, which is an all shimmer, like pastel-y shimmer palette, or the Cyborg Choir, which is like a lot of hollows. And looking at the two, I'm gonna pull the Seahorse palette. And I have heard that they're like doing an updated version of this later this year, and I've seen sneak peeks and it does look different. So unfortunately, they're not bringing this version of the palette back, sadly. This is my high-end and more indie palettes in this row. And gosh, I recently picked up from Unearthly these two. So I think I want to have the Murky Meadow at my desk. It's really fun and pretty. And let's see, do I want, no, I'm not in the vibe of that. I try to pull like a mix of new and older, so I'm not just always buying new stuff and just trying new stuff. And I think I really want to show Whale Song some love. I feel like, I don't know, but I've been doing lots of like bluey looks lately also. So maybe not. Hold on. Change my mind. I want to grab the Paletopoly because this is a fun, bright palette. And it has blues, but it also has other fun colors. And it's been quite a while since I played this, and maybe I could even do a video of playing the Paletopoly game because you can't play it by yourself. So this is going to be the second one from this shelf. I try and like pull two from each shelf. Alright, this is the bottom eyeshadow shelf, and it has more like drugstore and some indie and collectible palettes. And let's see, do I want the New Mood? It's kind of similar to the Paletopoly, so I'll put that one back. No. ooh, this one that I Frankensteined for myself with neutrals and purples. I'll take the Ambitious Violet because that's a cute palette that I customized to how I exactly want it. And instead of pulling a second palette from this shelf, I made my own palette. I turned the Dose of Colors Friendcation packaging into a magnetic palette, and I did a color story based off the ColourPop Entangled palette because I'm really excited about that launch, but I don't actually want that palette because I wanted something with more intense shimmers. So I put this together, and this is the last palette that I'm pulling for May. This is my lip drawer. I have like balms, tinted balms, oils, liners, glosses, liquid lipsticks, and bullet lipsticks. And let's see. So hard just to pick a select few lips. And this camera is not wanting to stay still. Hold on. I think it's definitely kind of like a lip oil season. I want that bright one from Milani. Yes, this Fruit Fetish one in Strawberry Melon. It's definitely time to pull this one out. For lip liner, I'm going to pull the Hershey's Cookies and Cream one from Glamlight because this is a more light nudie liner. And then this one from ColourPop in Beeper, it's a more mauve-y liner. And I think I want one more that's like a deeper nude. Oh, this one in Nutmeg from NYX. I just picked it up during the sale. I haven't even been able to get all the plastic off. I'll pull this one. For glosses, I feel like it's been a while since I've used my Queen Cosmetics, and this is a really pretty, more like everyday color. So I'll pull this one. For tinted balms, I will pull Revlon's Kiss of, what's it? Revlon Kiss Fresh Strawberry. Nice pink. And then I already have a liquid lipstick pulled and a bright bullet lipstick, but I want to pick a more nudie liquid or bullet lipstick. And metallic lips are pretty in right now, and I have quite a few like metallic lipsticks from Sephora, and I have some from L'Oreal from forever ago. Which ones? Okay, so I want to pull Nude Gold from the Gold Addiction line from L'Oreal. These are long discontinued. This is a more peachy, sparkly one, so I think I'll grab this Glitter Storm one in Spark from Ciate. My camera overheated, but I grabbed a few more glosses after grabbing that Ciate lipstick, and it shut off right when I was saying that even though the names of these sound like they look alike, like Nude Gold is much more nude than Spark. Spark is definitely like a pinky peach color. But let's go ahead and organize all of this into my everyday drawers. So that is going to be my lip drawer for the month of May. This, again, I can't lay it down, so it has to stand right outside the drawers, but I'll put the rest of my base products in here. and the all-nighter won't fit in the drawer, so I'll set the all-nighter over here. And that's my face or my base drawer for May. This is the powder and bronzer drawer. There we go. Last but not least, blush and highlighter. And there are a few bits and bobs that I forgot to put in the base drawer, my solid concealers and freckles, so that'll go in there. My monthly makeup drawer, Shop My Stash for May. I hope you guys enjoyed seeing my thoughts on what I used last month, and also enjoyed seeing what I'm planning on focusing on this month. I did do this look with that BYOP based on the ColourPop Tangled collab that I showed when picking out my palettes, and this will be a get ready with me later this week if you're interested in seeing that. Do you do a monthly makeup rotation? What products are in your rotation this month? I would love to hear from you in the comments down below. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button if you have not already, and I will see you guys next time. Bye!